Look, we run into this issue a lot on the channel where I haven't reacted to extremely popular songs yet. I've never even heard the entirety of them. And this is another one. We haven't checked out Europe yet on the channel, but I've never heard the entirety of the final countdown. I just know like the very iconic chorus and like the little trumpets. Anyway, my name is itsandiroo. If you guys don't know, on my channel, I react to classics, a bunch of stuff I didn't get to grow up on. I was raised in a contemporary Christian home, so I didn't get to experience a lot of just amazing, legendary music growing up. So we've been reacting to classic rock, classic pop, classic hip hop, classic R&B, just tons of amazing music that I missed out on. And it's been an amazing adventure with you guys, especially as an audio engineer and producer. I own a recording studio and everything. I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice by not knowing this music. So for the past like 8-9 months, we've just been killing it on this channel. We just had 100,000 subscribers recently. I can't thank you guys enough for that. And anyway, without further ado, my name is itsandiroo. Where's my two-steppers at? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me like do that. I forgot my little itsandiroo logo. That's okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry if this is a little rougher when it comes to, what do you call it? Me speaking. This is the first video of the batch that I typically do. I always do a batch, as a lot of you guys know. But, so the first one I got to warm up, and this is the first video of it. Anyway, it's not important. Let's get started, guys. I'm excited. Excited to check out the entire... It's 4 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's see what they do. Back when people had lighters and not phone flashlights. I always love when they do these lifts in the chord progression. It always sounds sick. This is a really long intro. That's probably why it's 5 minutes, because it's already a minute in. I'm always curious when I see like videos like this, if it was like a scripted crowd where they just invited everyone to like come out and like, you know, everyone knew they were going to do the music video, or if it was a real live show and they, what do you call it? And they just surprised them like, hey, we're going to film this, because I know some artists do that now. It looks very like choreographed, so it's probably a pre-planned thing with them and everything, but I love this. This is it's so huge. Like the song just sounds massive. Like obviously the horns are there. And those of you who know history, are those like actual, like they acoustically recorded these horns, or is it a kind of a synth? Because it sounds like a synth, if I'm going to be honest. And this might be a part of music history I don't know, because maybe it's a well-known fact, but it sounds like a synth type of like horn section more than like a like they like actually got like a bunch of trumpets and trombones and all that and French horns and all, you know. And recorded them with microphones, but I'm always curious. Always curious. And you guys let me know more about Europe, by the way, a little bit of history on the band, because I don't know anything about them. So, yeah. Anyway, let's keep going. huge vocals. A lot of spacious effects. A lot of reverbs and delays on there. Not as much like the slap delay that you would get from like the 80s or whatever. But this is, and I don't know when. I don't know when this is released. You guys might have to tell me. But yeah, a lot of just space around his vocal, and I think they're using a chorus effect on his vocal. I don't know if like it was called that at this time, but it's just kind of like when they take the one signal, which is his voice, like the one voice, and then you can throw a chorus. It's like a chorus pedal for a guitar or something like that, and it just makes it uses phasing and different like copies of the signal to like just create this really cool just like widening effect. It's really cool, and I think it sounds really good, but it's really strong on this. Like I feel like the wet signal is almost the same as the dry signal on this one. It's almost equal. Like it's huge, huge. Anyway, let's keep going. I guess there is no one to blame. We're leaving ground. Nothing's ever been the same again. It's the final countdown. The final countdown. We're heading for Venus, and still we stand tall. 'Cause maybe they've seen us and welcome us all, yeah. With so many light years to go and things to be found. Yeah, dude. I love them. They're kind of like Journey, at least from what I'm hearing, where that kind of has that arena rock sound. You guys might have to correct me on that if it's not arena rock. I try not to dive too deep into genres. I know you guys don't like to dive into it too much because at the end of the day, the labels don't matter. But it kind of sounds like arena rock. It's just that huge, very wide, echoey, vocally massive sound with your big horns and synths. It's arena rock, man. Yeah, it sounds really cool. One of the things I like to always point out when I see bands specifically like this is that every single band member is talented beyond their own instrument. They all sing, and that's something that you don't get as much of nowadays. There's still obviously like everywhere. Like, there's tons of bands that still do it, but like I feel like every single big band that we react to on here, everyone sings. Everybody sings, and that's so cool. And they do harmonies and stuff like that. It's just like the talent of this era was just astronomical. And you had to be talented, right? It was a lot more competitive. It's not like now when you can just, the barrier to entry to make music is much lower, and that's a great thing because then more people have access to making great sounding art. But the bad thing is it kind of gets diluted with artists who aren't as talented or maybe they just don't have as many barriers to get through. So you have more options of less talented people versus this time where you really had to like be locked in, in order to get a record deal and access to recording studios and money for recording studios and all that. So I always like to point that out. It's amazing, dude. It just sounds so good. Symbols way up there. The final countdown. The final countdown. Dude, I'd be going crazy if I was in this crowd. I'm just saying that. That's hype. That is hype, dude. I love that. Let's go. They got their RIAA certification plaques. I wonder if RIAA was still the one doing it at this time. Dude, Let's go. This is I would be man. I love when you can create hype in rock music and stuff, and not have to like down tune your guitars or scream or anything like that. I love it. That's a lot of the new music. A lot of the music I listened to when I started branching out on my own was metal and stuff. If you couldn't tell, a lot of like core, like deathcore and hardcore, and stuff like that, and metalcore, and they definitely create immense amounts of hype. But I always get really interested when I can see bands like this that don't rely on just like extreme sound to still create hype, and it's really cool. I like it a lot. Whoa. I did not expect that. Dude, that sounds crazy. That sounds insane. Yo, that was sick. Should I react to more Europe? Because like I've heard this chorus before. Obviously, everyone has. But that was the first time I ever like checked out the entire song. It was definitely a treat, and I'm just curious on like how they approach their other songs. So definitely recommend some more Europe for me. I love how there's like so many bands with the name that name themselves after countries, like America. We've reacted to America before. But yo, if you guys want to support the channel a little bit extra, I have a membership where I drop videos early before I drop them to the public. So if you want to sign up for that, definitely do that. But if not, your regular subscription means the world to me anyway. Other than that, I have my socials down in the description if you want to check out my life outside of the reactions. And I think that's it, guys. See you guys next time.